introduce who you've got sitting next to you.
My name is Jason Ross, head coach at back-to-back state champs Reidsville Rams. This is Dionte Neal. He's a junior, and this is Johnniyus Sharpe. We call him J9. He's a senior.
Coach, what do you think about the way that your guys played today?
We state champs, so we played unbelievably well. We started off slow. Credit to Northwood. That 1-3-1 zone gave us a few problems as far as making shots. But once we got our groove going, at the beginning of that third quarter, it was lights out then. Dionte got a couple transition baskets. J9 got a couple transition baskets. And Kendra was being Kendra. So, you know, we're state champs. As I said, after the Final Four game, you know, winning is hard. These kids have won 60 straight games since we lost to Farmville Central 3 years ago. And, you know, I know it's not a state record, but it's awesome. There are not many teams in North Carolina that can say they went back-to-back. And, you know, what I'm most proud of is we went back-to-back, but during that back-to-back run, we beat the private school 2A champs in the regular season, and we beat the 1A champs, Corvette, in the regular season. So we're one of the best teams in North Carolina over the last 3 years. We have great players. Shout out to my guy in the back there, that's Coach Neal. He does what he does. He's assistant head coach, so a lot of the stuff you all see that goes on in game, out of game, is because of his preparation, what he does. The guys trust him, they trust me, and you know, it's just been an unbelievable run. Don't know what we'll look like next year, but we're not worried about that. We're going to enjoy tonight, enjoy our parade in Reidsville, and we'll get together in a couple of weeks and see where we are. But we're unbelievably excited, back to back. A lot of people thought we couldn't do it. A lot of people didn't want us to do it for whatever reason they had, but we did it. You know, again, beating 2 other state champs in season, that says a lot about these guys. I'm just proud of them. You know, they know I love them. They love me sometimes, but you know, I'm their coach, not their friend. So hey, I think sitting up here overwhelms everything else. So we're good to go, right? We good to go? Yeah. We're good to go. All right.
Questions?
Question for Dionte. I mean, I know Coach just talked about it a little bit, but getting it going in the second half, I mean, what were the keys for you in terms of, you know, getting it going in that second half?
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me this opportunity. Without him, I wouldn't be where I am today. But just coming into that second half, my teammates kept me motivated, my coaches, everybody told me keep playing. I felt like I was in my head the very first game, and then that led into the first half. So just got some easy transition buckets. Teammates kept encouraging me, so that's really all it was.
Any advice for young players on how you become a leader the way you are under the pressure, under trying to repeat? What are some of the things you work on to stay focused?
Yeah, it's taken me a while to try and be a better vocal leader. I try and lead by example just as much as I lead vocally. It's taking some time, but just trying to keep your guys focused, keep them motivated. That's really all it is. That's all it is to leading. Just knowing where everybody needs to be. Just simple point guard things, to be honest. Yeah, that's really it.
And to follow up on your question, you know, a lot of during his recruitment process, a lot of the college coaches, that's what they said they wanted to see out of him this year, is to become more of a vocal leader on and off the court. And so he really emphasized that, and you know, he became the leader on and off the court that we needed him to be. So, you know, he checks all the boxes. And, you know, Dionte is, you know, coach on the floor, and people always say, you know, who's the one person on your team that you can't afford to lose? And it's probably him, because you all see he runs the team. And, you know, you're only as good as your point guard. And we have a fabulous point guard. We have a shooting guard over there with him, J9, who likes to shoot. But, you know, J9 scored broke the 2,000 point barrier this year, so he's a pure scorer. And we're gonna miss J9. He'll be in college next year at USC Aiken. We're gonna try to get down there and watch him play. Hopefully he won't be riding the bench, but he probably will. So we'll figure it out. But again, we're just happy with you.
Johnniyus, you know, ending your career on 2 straight state championships, and I don't think not losing a game out of your here. Could you have imagined it going this well when you came from Cummings a couple of years ago?
Honestly, I did, because when I was from the store, so I was at the that thing was Dionte freshman year, my sophomore year. I was at the game and I seen that whole game and I was like, I feel like I can really help them. Like I like that following year I came and we got right to work right then, and then did it once, came back, did it again. So it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, I can't even describe it. It's just it's crazy. Can't put words on it for real.
For J9, I mean, being the MVP of the game, I mean, what does that mean to you?
It doesn't mean anything to me. It's more so my teammates. They trusted me when I had the ball, without the ball, on defense, and every aspect of the game, and that led to me getting MVP. So credit to my team.
Shout out to my dog Dre too, man.
Oh yeah, facts.
Both games went crazy, double. He liked to get into it with the fans, but that's just him. That's his personality. He gonna be who he is at all times. So that's what I love about him.
Yeah, and Kendra could have easily won MVP or most outstanding player, but some things at the end of the game kind of overshadowed that. But you all saw this weekend what he was, especially against Bandies. We probably wouldn't be sitting up here without him against Bandies. And tonight, they had a big guy. Kendra found him out. I always tell people if the other team has a big guy, that's going to be a problem for them, because now we can play pure basketball. Because most teams that we play don't have a big man, so Kendra has to step out and guard a smaller player, so we can't really run out plays. They fall back in those zones. But when they have a big man, Kendra's going to eat. And Bandy's had one, so that did Northwood, and you see Kendra fouled him out early. But again, shout out to Kendra Harrison. He'll be at Oregon. Don't know if he'll be playing basketball next year. I don't know if he's going to leave early and go to Oregon. But I think we'll probably be seeing him playing on Sundays very soon.
What was your message to him when you first got to talk to him in the locker room after?
Told him I love him. Told him thank you for everything you've done for Reidsville basketball, for the Reidsville community. I know if you watch, there were probably kids. The game, Final Four game, there were probably 40 kids in line after the game trying to get his autograph, things like that. Those are the things people don't see about Kendra Harrison. He goes and he and Dionte goes to the elementary school and reads to the kids. They volunteer at the recreation department where they started off at. They're great kids. They're great kids. And sometimes the emotions get the best of people. Those student sections start taunting, saying overrated, and they just don't know that gets him riled up. When he gets riled up, I think we were playing Rockingham. I don't know who we were playing. They started chanting overrated, and Lord have mercy. I don't know why they did that. They woke up a sleeping giant. But these guys, they're all alpha males. They like to compete. I think it helped us tonight when Northwood got a little chippy with us, because they feed off of that. And when the game is just going along smooth, they're in coast mode. But when you challenge them, and challenge, I'm not gonna say their manhood, but their ability to play basketball, that's when they really go to the next level. So with composure. So I'm proud of them, and
for Dionte and Johnniyus, I mean, on the other side of that, how much, is seeing y'all's community come deep for this game and be loud all night just kind of help y'all on the court?
All right, so Reidsville community, they want to see us win, they want to see us do good. I mean, they always gonna travel, man. So I mean, they just I don't really know how to put it into words. They gonna be there for us. Even if we not playing good, they gonna be there. If we playing good, they gonna be there especially. So love Reidsville, man.
we had a home game in Winston tonight.
Having that support system is big. Like it's like an extra, like defender almost. Like a 6 man, I guess you call it. Like once you have that support system behind you, it's like you start doing like you got people behind you, good, bad, like Dionte said. But it's like it helps you throughout the game and throughout the season.
And just to follow up on that question, it's amazing that in a small community like Reidsville, they're like rock stars. The young kids, they love it. Like I said, they stand in line waiting for autographs. These are just high school kids. That's the good thing about playing for a small public school. Your team, your town gets behind you, and you become a rock star. And I don't know what to say. They know. You'll hear, you walk, the kids just yelling, 9, D, Dre. They just love them. So, a little pretext when they go to college, I guess.
Dionte, that's not that net.
Nah.
Yeah, so
I
where's
was
it?
gonna go look afterwards. I'm glad.
Where's it from? How long you been having?
It's from the rim that Kendra broke.
Gotcha.
That's all I
Which
got.
one?
Which one? Yeah, there's a few of
The
those.
very first one.
Okay, gotcha.
I brought it because I wanted my kids to have that Kobe moment where they could take that picture with the net and feel like, we know the high school athletic association has a rule against cutting down nets, so we brought our net from Reidsville. I hope we didn't break a rule by doing that, but.
Just have them break a few more back for you if you need extra. Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe. I like that Kobe moment right there. I like that right there.
Johnniyus, your legacy at Reidsville now, how do you yourself view yourself now? Back-to-back state champ, about to go to college next year, so, where do you see yourself now in Reidsville, history?
I don't even know. Like, I can't put words on it. Like scoring 1,000 points, 2,000 points, so on and so forth. Winning 2 state championships in basketball, 1 in football. What else can I say? Like it's just what I do. Well, what we do as a community. Like so, that's what we do.
What's bigger in Reidsville, football or basketball?
Basketball.
You see me? I say both. I say
Basketball.
Hey, that was a set of questions.
No. Coach Teague and I,
Everything.
we have a good relationship. I'll get with him this spring and figure out what his summer workout program is, and we'll talk about, because we have to share athletes at a 2A school, so we'll get together, we'll figure it out. Football's king in Reidsville. I'll wait till they finish, and then, we'll feed off of that, but football's king in Reidsville.
Well, today you guys are kings. Congratulations on your state championship.